Hello, welcome back. You're here watching Uncle Steve's Card Shop, where we sell Japanese and Korean Pokemon products for a, hopefully, fair and reasonable price. I'm here to discuss how we've generated $45,316.72. This is what we have approximately made from our websites, eBay, and TCG Player, as well as some miscellaneous things. I believe that some of this is missing, such as bigger card show deals, but for the sake of things, we're going to say this is the number we've made so far, which some of you will believe is a lot. Some people will say, why am I listening to you whatsoever? You don't have six figures. Either way, I'm going to be here. I'm going to share 5 lessons that I've learned from trying to do this much more seriously this year. And at the moment, at least, I'm currently not on track to make my goal of wanting 100,000 gross this year. We're going to do our best, and let's get into it with the first thing. Earlier this year, we had Terastal Festival in Korean pop up. Terastal Festival in Korean was probably the best selling thing I've done all year. I was able to keep selling it at $70-something on TCG Player, on constant loop, on constant repeats. This product was an absolute winner. What does this teach us? What this teaches us is when you have a product that is a winner, you should just keep doing what works for you. Who would have thought? But while I was doing it, I was getting squeamish as I watched the price drop lower and lower, and distribution price for me getting the product continued to rise higher and higher. Eventually, I got uncomfortable with having a low profit margin, and I stopped carrying the product for the time being. I think I still own like 1 or 2 boxes. That's for me. I don't know what I want to do with it. I kind of want to rip it. If I rip it, it's going on this channel. You guys will see exactly what's been sitting there forever. Otherwise, who knows? Maybe it'll get on sale. Maybe I'll just keep it until Terastal Festival eventually, goes to the freaking moon because it's Terastal Festival. It's got Sunbreon in it. This seems like a pretty dead giveaway that this is going to be a great product long term. Maybe not Korean. I'd rather hold Japanese, but again, I digress. The second thing I learned this year, which was very important, but something that I have honestly gotten a little negligent on, is continuing to promote myself on social media. To you guys, once again, thank you for all your support. All of my orders on my website have more or less come from one video, and it was how to source Pokemon products from Japan at a cheap and reasonable price. Something along those lines. I don't remember the exact video title. I remember highlighting 3 ways you can get Pokemon products from Japan. I highlighted Okini. I highlighted, oh my god, what's it called? Sneaker Dunk. And I highlighted one other way. I believe it was my own website, in fact. Don't recall. Sadly, we're starting to have a complication with that, which will harm you guys, but not myself as much. Where Okini, if you were to order from them, is going to pass on a 15% tariff to you. Same with Sneaker Dunk, I believe, which is not going to be fun for any of you guys, and I feel bad about it. I'm also going to obviously incur that, but as a business, it is normal for me to pass that on to you. Now, I want to eat some of that, honestly, because I don't want to make stuff crazy, and hopefully things stay priced in, because right now, for the most part, I can eat most of it. But we will see how this market shapes up. I've never seen what happens when tariffs just get put in place like this, like our government's planning to do here in the US. Anyways, tangent over. Promoting myself on social media. Promoting myself on social media grows my following, which grows this website that you are looking at right here, which grows box sales, which, who would have thought, makes me more money. Not only that, if we look at it from a much more intelligent perspective, this $45,000 that I've made is not sheer all profit. A lot of this is, in fact, product that I have purchased. If I buy Black Bolt for $50 and I sell it for $75, and I lose $5 on the shipping just automatically, I make $20. That sounds great in theory, but guess what? That's because it's on my website. It's as if you came into my shop, you bought something, and I didn't have to pay shipping, and I didn't have to pay fees like the TCG Player or eBay. And that is great for me. Buying from here is by far the best way you could support me and the best way I could sell something. What's the difficulty? No one knows who I am. I am a tiny 100 sub YouTuber. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy going to card shows. Even better way to sell things in all honesty, because guess what? I hand you the product. We're all good. I have cash in hand. Everyone wins. This is technically the second best way, but is the most scalable way. I could do this 7 days a week. I could leave my 9 to 5 to do this if it got big enough. But at the present moment, that is not the case. And this is where we're at. But this is why promoting yourself on social media, to constantly get the word out who you are, to grow your following, is probably the best thing you could do. The third thing, which ties into what I just said, but it's pretty important to me to say, is to stay fair with your damn prices. Why in the world are we trying to scalp absolutely everything? Your prices should be very reasonable because you should want customers to do repeat business with you. You should want to build a genuine connection with your customer, not one and done sales. I'm done with you. I don't want to deal with you ever again. Case in point, I went to the card show this weekend. I see lots of people wanting to price their products at a unreasonable price. But not only that, I see them so negligent to the customer, not caring about them, not wanting to make sure they are doing exactly what they can do to help their customer out. When, in all honesty, you guys make this possible for us. You guys are more important. You guys deserve the best treatment we can give you, especially from vendors who are trying to serve their role if they're a good vendor. Now, I think the vendor space is actually getting a little corrupt, and we got a lot of people who just care about the money, who just grab product off the shelves, who just want to flip it and scalp it, and for quite honesty, to, you know what, get the money out of you guys. But a good vendor, and I think you'll be able to tell when you meet a good vendor, is going to be someone that actually cares about what you're looking for, someone that wants to make something work for you, someone that genuinely wants to make something where it's a win-win situation, really. I couldn't tell you, because I'm a tiny little vendor in comparison to some of these people, how many people came in saying, hey, I'm looking for X card. Or people who are just looking, and I would ask them if they were looking for something in particular. Like, for example, I don't know, let's say they were looking for, say they're looking for Bubble Mew. Bubble Mew in English, PSA 10, yada, yada, yada. This is just an example. I had no one actually ask me for this. But I'll have people come ask for Bubble Mew. I don't have Bubble Mew for sale. Obviously, this is my PC copy. I love my Bubble Mew. He's not for sale. But if I know that you're looking for Bubble Mew in a PSA 10, I can't make the sale. You know what I'll do? I'll have walked the show already at least once or twice, and I will tell you where a vendor is for you to try to get your Bubble Mew at a good price. Especially if I know the vendor. What does this do? I literally lose business because you leave my table and go straight to my competitor where they can make a sale. But why is this good? You guys get help. I leave a good impression on you. I hope you come back to me at some point in the future. And this is good for all of us. It's win-win-win on every side. I hope at some point you guys return to me. In the worst case, I did what's right for the community. I did what's right for you and me. That is what's important. In many cases, I wish people would remember that. Also tied into point 4, which was treat your customers well, treat your customers right. That was going to be my next point, but I kind of got into that and got into a tangent, but these prices are attempting to match either 10% higher of what I can get it for from Korea, for that example, or just match market price, which is just about fair. I'm trying to treat my customers well while also running a business. I can't give away all my margin. And when I am right on a product and I've sat on a product, I need to make that extra profit because it makes up for me having my money trapped in a time vault, more or less. At the same time, I'm trying to get at a reasonable price, get to you reliably, yada, yada, yada. My goodness. The more I watch vending, the more I watch bad vendors, the more frustrated I will get. The more annoyed, the more frustration, the more anger almost that I will get when they do not treat you guys well. Because if you guys stop coming, then we're screwed, and then all of us are screwed, even the good vendors, even the mediocre vendors. And if you can, I mean, the good part about this is at least the scalpers will lose. The scalpers don't deserve to win in general, but As long as people are willing to buy their product, it's hard to fault them. And that's just sadly the life we're living in. And then lastly, and quite possibly most importantly, if you care about your bottom line, the most important thing I've learned this year is to diversify every way you can to make money in this damn industry. This industry has so many ways to make money, ways you won't even think of. You could do online sales, you could do card shows, you could do peer-to-peer sales where you make a connection with people and actually try to sell them. You could go to your local stores where you, once again, make connections with local customers where you can sell to them and get a product that they wouldn't have been able to get otherwise. You can go sell straight to the store where the store needs product, and if you're able to get it at a good price they could sell it at, they buy it from you. There are so many ways, so many facets that you can do this. And as I found more, as I do more of them, I've seen my profit margin go up. I've seen my bottom line get, much better. And I've seen more customers be able to be made happy. Because we're in a Pokemon drought in many of our stores. Guess what? Sometimes people just want to rip products. This ties into point before, but when I have sold product in stores, when I've helped other stores out, I will go in and lower my price even though my product is selling because I'm able to get it for a better price. That is treating the customer as best as I can. I can't stress that enough. I know I've reiterated this like 3-4 times. I probably sound like I'm a broken record. But to me, it is that important that we treat our customers right and we treat everyone in this industry right. And in the end, hopefully everything works out, but eventually this Pokemon market has to come back down. I would hope if you guys are still around, you'll support me. If not, I'm here for the long haul. Eventually, we have to come back up once we come back down. But anyways, that's the 5 things I can think of from the Pokemon business perspective of what you could learn from my mistakes and my successes. Again, $45,316.72 is not a negligent amount of money in terms of my top line, in terms of what I've sold this year. I want that number to be higher. Like I said, this is the goal. It is starting from essentially 0 to around a few $1,000s and getting to this number. And I will pour just about every bit of my heart and soul into this until I get there. Hopefully this helps you guys. I don't know who this video is for exactly. I assume for the Pokemon business person, but if you're just a casual person that enjoys watching me talk about business, talk about Pokemon, and talk about this number go big, then feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And if you would like, you can buy some of my product here as it becomes available. I'm about to update this right now, in fact, because we have some products available again. Thank you again, guys. Please have a good day. Sayonara.